These are the ingredients you'll need for the first recipe. Add as much or as little as you like. Start by boiling your pasta and adding tomatoes and garlic to the frying pan. Then, once they start to break down a little, add most of the garlic and the olives. Then add a splash of water to create the sauce. Once this is broken down after a few minutes of cooking, add in the pasta, stir it all together and top with a few more bits of basil, feta and, if you like, some olive oil. Here's the ingredients you need for the Thai curry. If you'd rather use vegetables or prawn, that's fine. So I'm going to show you the Thai red curry. So first you add your paste to the pan with half of the coconut milk. Stir that together and let it cook for a couple of minutes. And then add whatever meat or veg you're going to use. Stir it in, make sure they're all covered. Then after a couple of minutes, add the spices and then plate up with some rice and spring onion. Here I've done a veggie option, but you could add chicken or prawns or seafood to it if you like. I've also used miso paste, but this works really well with tom yum as well. Add your pak choy to the pan, or if you're not a fan of pak choy, you can add whatever veg you like, whether that be broccoli or cabbage or butternut squash. Add your ginger once the pak choy started to char a little bit. Then add your paste, whether miso or tom yum. Or if you're on a budget or you don't really like one of the pastes, then you could always just use stock and the other ingredients I've mentioned. Add your stock, stir that all together. And if you're using tom yum paste, then it's nice to add a bit of soy sauce. If you're using miso, it's not necessary to add soy sauce. Boil an egg for 2 minutes and then add your noodles, leaving the egg in the pan for a further 3 minutes. Cut open your egg, place it on top with some spring onion. This recipe is a great base for any risotto. If you're not a fan of blue cheese, you can use parmesan or a vegetarian alternative. And you can add other ingredients as well as this, like bacon or chicken or different veg. So brown your onions, and then once they are cooked for a couple of minutes, add your leek. Make sure you have stock on the go as well. Then, once your leeks and onions are cooked, add your rice and let it fry for a couple minutes. Then, ladle by ladle, add in your stock, making sure that the stock is absorbed before you add another ladle. Once your rice is soft, add your blue cheese, let it sit for a minute so it starts to melt, and then mix it in. As I said earlier, this makes a great base for a risotto, but you can add other things, different meats, different veg. You can even experiment with some flavours and add a bit of lemon. Once this is done, plate up and top with some rocket if you like.